Have you ever felt that sinking feeling when someone else's success feels like your failure? That bitter sting of jealousy? It's a feeling as old as humanity itself, and it's at the heart of one of the most tragic stories ever told. Today, we're diving deep into the story of two brothers, Cain and Abel, the first children of Adam and Eve. This isn't just an ancient tale. It's a profound look into the human heart, exploring themes of jealousy, anger, and the devastating consequences of sin. After being expelled from the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve start a family. Their firstborn is Cain, a farmer who works the land. Then comes Abel, a shepherd who tends the flocks. The two brothers couldn't be more different, not just in their jobs, but in their relationship with God. The story reaches its turning point when both brothers decide to bring an offering to the Lord. Cain, the farmer, presents some of his crops. Abel, the shepherd, brings the best of his flock, the firstborn lambs, the finest parts. And this is where everything changes. The Bible tells us that the Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering, he did not. Why? The text doesn't explicitly say, but many scholars believe it was about the heart behind the gift. Abel offered his very best, a true sacrifice, while Cain's offering might have been more of an obligation, lacking genuine faith and reverence. The result, Cain is consumed by fury and despair. His face falls, and a dark cloud of resentment settles over him. God sees this. He doesn't immediately condemn Cain. Instead, he reaches out to him like a loving father. He asks, "Why are you so angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted?" God gives Cain a warning and a choice. He tells him that sin is crouching at his door, eager to control him, but that he must rule over it. It's a powerful moment. God is essentially teaching Cain how to manage his destructive emotions and temptations. He's offering a way out, but Cain doesn't listen. He lets the jealousy and anger fester. The scripture says Cain spoke with his brother Abel, and then, while they were out in the field together, Cain attacked and killed him. The first murder in human history, born from a heart that refused to master its own darkness. Immediately, the consequences begin. God confronts Cain, asking, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain's reply has echoed through the ages. "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" It's a defiant, cold-hearted response, an attempt to shirk all responsibility. But you can't hide from God. The Lord declares, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. The punishment is severe. Cain is cursed. The very ground he once farmed will no longer yield its crops for him. He is to become a restless wanderer, a fugitive on the earth, forever separated from the presence of God and the land he called home." The weight of his guilt is immense. Cain cries out, "My punishment is more than I can bear." He fears that he will be killed by anyone who finds him. But even in this moment of judgment, we see a glimpse of God's mercy. He puts a mark on Cain, not as a badge of shame, but as a sign of protection. God declares that anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over. He preserves Cain's life, even though Cain took his brother's. Cain then leaves the Lord's presence and settles in the land of Nod, which literally means wandering. He builds a city and starts a family, and his descendants become pioneers of civilization. They are the first to live in tents, raise livestock, create musical instruments, and forge tools from bronze and iron. Yet, the legacy of violence continues. Cain's descendant, Lamech, boasts to his wives about killing a man, escalating the cycle of vengeance. But the story doesn't end in darkness. After this tragedy, Adam and Eve have another son, Seth. Eve sees him as a gift from God, a replacement for Abel. And from Seth's line, a new hope emerges. The chapter concludes by telling us that through Seth's son, Enos, people once again began to call on the name of the Lord. The story of Cain and Abel is a stark reminder of where unchecked anger and jealousy can lead. It challenges us to look inward and ask ourselves, how do we respond to the success of others? Do we offer God our best, or just our leftovers? And when we're confronted with our own inner darkness, do we listen to that voice of guidance, or do we let sin win? It teaches us that while we are indeed our brother's keeper, we are first and foremost the keeper of our own heart. Thanks so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into these timeless narratives. See you next time.